QL is often a poorly understood muscle and definitely very undertreated. Okay, and the QL, or fully known as the Quadratus Lumborum, connects up the transverse processes of the lumbar spine across the 12th, sometimes the 11th rib, down across the top of the ilium. It's like a sail in here. It sits deep to the big erector spinae, the muscle that most of us can see running up each up and down each side of the spine here. It's not, well, it definitely can be a bit of out of sight, out of mind. It causes a hell of a lot of pain. When people sneeze, people go to bend and twist. It causes a lot of referral into the lateral hips, sometimes into the groin, down deep into the back of the butt as well. It's something that with any lower back pain should definitely be looked at. And considering its partner in crime is the psoas and the hip flexor at the front, these guys should be stretched together. And you can imagine if you've got a really tight band of muscles at the front being the hip flexors, and you've got a really tight band just behind them, your whole core, if you want to call it that, your core muscles around your lumbar spine are going to be compressing everything. They're going to be pulling it all out of shape. They're going to put pressure on your disc, pressure on your facet joints, and you'll lead to potentially degeneration of all these structures. So, how do we stretch that? It's not an easy area to stretch. It's difficult for the client and for the therapist to get something really effective in here. What we're going to do is, originally I was shown to put an arm up like this, right leg, if we're stretching the right side, goes out, and we keep a nice straight line there, and lean in. Now that's fine, but for a lot of people, shoulder issues, bursitis and rotator cuff issues. So to avoid that, I tell people to just get their arm in closer in a strong position where the arm's not so vulnerable, and do exactly the same thing. Bring your right leg out. Don't start too far out from the wall. You don't want to start way out here. You don't want to start in here because you're not going to get a stretch. You want to be somewhere out like so. Right foot goes out. I try to keep that foot flat because if that foot comes up, I'm going to lose a lot of the pull through that line. So from there, and then making sure that my shoulder's comfortable. It's a bit awkward where I've got my door frame here, but try to get that foot flat. I've got a really nice stretch happening between my hip and my ribs here. And it's a matter of just doing some slow, deep breathing. If you have to shut your eyes, focus on what you're trying to do. Really pull the hip and the ribs apart here to lengthen that area. You can do side bends and things like that. They're just not as effective as dropping the hip into the wall. So let's just take another look at this from a different angle. So here we are again. Arm up, strong position against the wall. Right foot goes out. And from here, keeping that right foot planted, I'm dropping in, get my arm comfortable and holding it right there, and I've got a really nice stretch happening in this region here. And it's imagine, this is where I just shut my eyes and do some slow deep breathing. Now, 15-20 seconds, 3 times each side unless otherwise directed by your therapist. Now that's going to help you with a lot of back problems. So we've got the psoas, hip flexor at the front, we've got the piriformis deep in here, we've got the quadratus or QL muscle in the back here. Start seeing we're getting a lot of pressure off this area here because this is where most lower back, chronic lower back pain is basically centered. A lot of people come in with that problem. This is going to help with disc, facet joint, sacroiliac joint. It's going to help with hip height, flexibility, not waking up so stiff and sore in the morning. Huge amounts of things. Got one other one that I want to show you.